Okay, good morning, boys and girls. Today
Good
we are going to
morning.
today we are going to look at the time. Last week we looked at telling the time past the hour. This week we're going to look at telling the time to the hour. So our objective is tell or show time on the clock in minute interval using the format minutes past and minutes to the hour. So the minutes past will be a revision. And then we are going to quickly go on to minutes to the hour. Now, last week we looked at this, counting up our minutes. And when we count up our minutes around the clock, we know that 60 minutes is 1 hour. Let us set that time quickly, 1 o'clock. So the 1 o'clock you see on that clock, set it on your clock. Then we are going to use our minute hand now, and we are going to count up our minutes right around the clock. And we know that between each number, there are 5 minutes. Are we ready? So move your long hand to the number 1, and we're going to start counting by 5. We're going to touch each number going all the way around and count by 5 because there are 5 minutes between each number. That we did that from last week. Let us quickly move on. Let us count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So when that long hand reaches back the 12, what is the new time? What comes after 1?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. So the new hour is 2 o'clock. And the clock keeps doing that. The long hand keeps moving around. And each time it gets back to the 12 where it counts 60 minutes, the clock will now say a new hour because there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. Now let us look at this clock. This clock is showing us the minutes past and the minutes to the hour. So the green side on this side is showing us the minutes past. So when we touch each number, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we know that 30 minutes past is also half past the hour because the long hand would have gone halfway around the clock. Now on this pink side, the pink side is showing minutes to the hour. Look at it carefully. It is showing minutes to the hour. So on this side, minutes to the hour, when the long hand reaches the 7, it is 25 minutes to the new hour because we found that 25 minutes are left back. Right? So after the 7, we count the minutes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 25 minutes are left. So that is why when the long hand reaches the 7, it is 25 minutes to the hour. Then when the long hand reaches to the 8, 20 minutes are left back. And if we count our minutes that are left back, 5, 10, 15, 20. When the long hand reaches the 9, 15 minutes are left back. So we count 5, 10, 15. When the long hand reaches to the 10, 10 minutes are left back. So it's a 10 minutes too. So it's 5, 10. And when the long hand reaches to the 11, 5 minutes are left back. And then it goes around to say the new time. Now we are going to do a little practice.
Zara, Trisha.
So everybody,
No.
set 5 o'clock on your clock for me, please. Your clock at 5 o'clock. The person who's using the pencil to mark the screen, please erase it.
Really?
Please erase it so I can see the picture I have there and others can see too.
Who's marking?
Who is marking? Please stop. Thank you. Rub it out so we can see the picture that's there. So we are at 5 o'clock. Very good. Now what we are going to do, we are going to count our minutes past, then we are going to count our minutes to the next hour. So at 5 o'clock, the short hand is on the 5 and the long hand is on the 12. Now we are going to use our minute hand, which is the long hand, to count up our minutes. So put your long hand now on that 5, on the 1. Put your long hand on the 1, the short hand on the 5, and the long hand on the 1. How many minutes past 5 do we have there now?
5.
5 minutes past 5. Okay, put the long hand on the 2. How many minutes past do we have there now?
10 minutes.
10 minutes
10
past,
minutes
past 5. Put it long hand on the 3 and count up your minutes. To the 3. How many minutes have you counted? To the 3. 50 minutes past the 5. Put the long hand on the 4 now. Count up the minutes. How many minutes past 5?
20 minutes past 5.
Put the long hand on the 5. So both hands are pointing now to the 5. How many minutes past 5? Count it out.
5 minutes to 25.
25 minutes past 5. All right. Now something starts happening here. Put the long hand on the 6, and what you find start happening, the short hand starts moving away from the 5. It starts what? Moving away. Because, and so you put that short hand between the 5 and the 6. Because the short hand knows that the long hand now is going around the other side, and pretty soon it will start saying a new time to reach 12 when saying a new hour. So the short hand start preparing to start saying that new hour. It start moving away from the 5. So put that short hand between the 5 and the 6 and put the long hand on the 6. Now count up your minutes, go back to the 1, count up your minutes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 20.
How many minutes past 5 now? How many did you get? Milo, you're counting your minutes? Count it up for me. Count it.
30 minutes.
30 minutes past 5. Another way to say that is what? 5:30 or half past 5. Because the long hand has gone halfway around the clock. Now put that long hand on the 7 now. We're on the other side. We're going to say to the hour now.
Which means to the order.
So make sure the short hand is between that 5 and 6 because the short hand starts shifting away now. And then what we are going to do now, we are going to count up our minutes. So let's go back to the 5, to the 1. Let us go back to the 1 up here. And let us start counting our minutes now. All the way around to the 7. Let us count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So what is that time? 5 what?
35.
5:35. Or another way to say that 5:35 is to see how many minutes are left now. From the 7 to the 12, we're going to look and see how many minutes are left. And let us, very good, let us count it and see if that is so. Touch the 8, there are 5 minutes between the numbers. Let us count up how many minutes are left back now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we count from, yes, all the way to the 12, we got 25 minutes. So another way to say 5:35 is 25 minutes to 6 because it's going around, the long one is going around to say it's 6 o'clock next, right? So 25 minutes are left before it is 6 o'clock. So we say 25 minutes to 6. So that's another way to say 5:35. Now put that long one on the 8. And we're going to go back to the 1 and we're going to count up our minutes all the way to that 8. Let us count it now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, then
40.
40. So what is that new time now? 5 what?
40.
5:40. And what's another way to say 5:40? We look to see what? How many minutes are left? The 40. How many minutes are left? So let us put our finger on the 9 because we know there are 5 minutes between the 8 and the 9. And we're going to count all the way up to the 12. Anybody counted it? Count for me. 5, 10, 15, 20. How many minutes are left? 20 minutes are left.
Start reading in the other book.
How many minutes are left? 20 minutes are left. So 20 minutes before 6. So we say 20 minutes to 6. So we can say it is 5:40 or 20 minutes to 6. Very good. Now put that long one on the 9. Let us count the 4 minutes. Put your finger on the 1. We're going to count all the minutes all the way around to the 9 where the long hand is, that many times. Let us go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Then
35.
after 40 is
45.
45. So it is 5:45. Now how many minutes are left back between the 9 and the 12? Count it up for me, please. Put your finger on the 10. There are 5 minutes between the 9 and the 10. Let us count it. 5, 10, 15.
15.
So 15 minutes are left. So we can say 5:45 or 15 minutes to 6. It's not yet 6 o'clock. So we say 15 minutes to 6. So there are 2 ways to say that time. Now put the long hand on the 10 now. Put the long hand on the 12. The short hand is between the 5 and the 6. Put your long hand on the 10. And we are going to count the 4 minutes all the way around to where that long hand is on the 10. Put your finger on the 1. Count up your minutes, please. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30,
45, 50.
50. So it is 5:50. What time is it? 5:50.
5:50.
All right. Look where the 10 is to the 12. There are some minutes that are left. There are some minutes that are left. How many minutes are there? We can count up how many minutes are left before it is 6 o'clock. There are 5 minutes between the 10 and the 11. 5 minutes between the 11 and the 12. Count it. 5, 10. So 10 minutes are left. So it is 10 minutes to 6. We can say 5:50 or 10 minutes to 6. Now put that long one on the 11 now. And put the short hand on the 6. Directly on the 6 now. Because the short hand is getting ready. Because it knows that the long hand soon reach the 12. So put the long hand on the 6 and the short hand on the 11. And we are going to count the 4 minutes all the way around from the 1 right to 11. Let us count by 5. Go around now. Count it up for me, please. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, then 55. So it is 5:55. It is 5:55. We stop where the long one is on the 11. It is 5:55. How many minutes are left between the 11 and the 12? Look at your clock. How many minutes are left between the 11 and the 12? How many minutes are left before the long one reaches? 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Very good. So we can say 5:55 or 5 minutes to 6 because 5 minutes are left back. Now put that long one on the 12. What is the new time now? What is this new time on your
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. So do we see how the long one goes all the way around until we get the next hour? Very good. Excellent. Very good. This is another clock that shows it to us. The long hand is there in blue and the short hand, the hour hand, is in red. And this time is saying 5 minutes. 5 minutes past 11. All right. And then it goes on 5 minutes past, 10 minutes past, quarter past, 20 minutes past, 25 minutes past, half past. Because the long one would have gone all the way halfway around the clock. So when the long one is on the 6, it is 30 minutes past the hour or half past the hour. Now on this side, when it reaches to the 7, when the long one reaches the 7, 25 minutes are left. So they say 25 minutes to the next hour. When the long one reaches on the 8, 20 minutes are left back. That's what we just practiced. So it's 20 minutes to the next hour. When the long one reaches on to the 9, it is 15 minutes to or quarter to the next hour. When the long one reaches to the 10, it's 10 minutes to the next hour because 10 minutes are left. When the long one reaches on the 11, it's 5 minutes to the next hour because 5 minutes are left. And then the long one reaches on to the 12, we're going to say o'clock. That next hour would come up. All right. Let us look at this now very quickly. Just look right here. Pay attention.
Minutes to the hour.
Minutes to the hour. So it has minutes past, 5 minutes past, 10 minutes past, 15 minutes past, 20, 25 to 30 minutes past or half past the hour. On this side now, we are going to go around to the hour. Someone is marking on the picture. Could you stop, please? The person is using. Thank you. And please don't interrupt my lesson again. Don't let me have to speak about it again, please and thanks. We only have a few minutes left. Let us use it wisely. Now, when the long hand reaches on the 7, now we're going to set a time. Now, what I want you to do, put your short hand between the 1 and the 2. On your clock, put the long hand between the 1 and the 2. Put the short hand between the 1 and the 2, and put your long hand on the 7. Have we done that? Then you can hold up your clock so I can see that. Very good. Now what we are going to do, you know why we put the short hand between the 1 and the 2? Because the long hand is going around to say a new time. So the short hand starts shifting away from the first hour it was saying before. It's getting ready. So when the long hand reaches on the 12, it is ready to say the next hour. That is why it starts shifting away from the previous hour. All right, let us count up our minutes now. Start at the 1. We're going to count all the way around until we reach where the long hand is on the 7. Let us count. Count with me. 5, 10, 15,
10, 15,
25, 30,
35.
35. 1:35. It is 1:35. So at 1:35, so whenever the long hand reaches on the 7, we're going to get 35 minutes past that hour. But we can also say it the new way. Remember the new way? We're going to look and see how many minutes are left back before it goes around to the 12. Now let us count this side. Somebody count it up for me. How many minutes are left before it is 2 o'clock? Count up how many minutes are left between the 7 and the 12 for me, please. Count up the minutes that are left back. You're going to count by 5. Yes, there are 5 minutes between the numbers. Let us count it up. So put your finger on the 8 and start. Yes, 5, 10, then what? 15. 25 minutes are left back. So at 1:35, it is also 25 minutes to 2. It is also 25 minutes to 2 because 25 minutes are left before the new hour. Very good. Now put your long hand on the 8 and keep that short hand between the 1 and the 2 for me, please. Put the long hand on the 8. Are we there?
Yes.
Very good. We're going to count up our minutes all the way around until we reach where that long hand is on the 8. Let us go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So it is 1:40. It is what? 1:40. What's another way to say? Look at how many minutes are left back between the 8 and the 12. Somebody count up how many minutes are left, please. How many minutes are left between the 8 and the 12? 20 minutes. Very good. So it is 1:40 or 20 minutes to 2 because 20 minutes are left. Now put that long hand on the 9 now. The long hand is on the 9. Let us count the per minutes from the 1 all the way around to the 9. Let us go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 40, then 45. So it is 1:45 or look how many minutes are left. Count up how many minutes are left between the 9 and the 12. 15. Excellent. So it's 15 minutes to 2. That's another way to say. Now put that long one on the 10. Count up your minutes all the way around to where the long hand is on the 10. Let us count it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45, 50.
45, 50.
So it is 150, or how many minutes are left between the 10 and the 12? How many minutes are left there?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. So it's 10 minutes to 2.
10.
Very good. So it is 150 or 10 minutes to 2. Now, put that long hand on the 11 and make sure the short hand is pointing exactly on the 2 now. The short hand is getting ready for the next hour. Let us count the per minutes all the way around to the 11 where the long hand is. Let us go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. 55. Very good. So it is 155. It is what? 155. How many minutes are left now between the 11 and the 12? How many minutes are there? Between
5 minutes.
5 minutes. So we could say 5 minutes to 2. Now put that long hand on the 12. What is the new hour? When the long hand goes on the 12, now what is the new hour?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
2
It is now
o'clock.
saying 2 o'clock. Excellent. No, so we are going to do these activities now. Now that you understand what we are about. And I have a clock there to remind us of the minutes past and minutes to the hour. Now look at the first clock right here. The first activity clock. Put your short hand on the 8 and put the long hand on the 3. Short hand on the 8, long hand on the 3. And when we're telling the time, we look where the hour hand is first. So the hour hand is on 8. So we know that it is some minutes past 8. Now count out how many minutes are there past the 8 for me, please. Start at the 1. Count all the way down to the 3 where the long hand is. How many minutes are there?
5, 10, 15.
What? How many minutes did you get? 5, 10, 15. So it is 8:15. What time is it? 8:15 or 15 minutes past 8. Another way to is 8:15. Long hand has gone quarter way around the clock. Now look at the second clock activity there. Put your short hand between the 1 and the 2. Maybe you can't see clearly, so I'll tell you where to put the hands of your clock. Put the short hand between the 1 and the 2 for me, please. And the long hand on the 7.
Yeah.
Short hand between the 1 and the 2. Long hand on the 7. Now count up your minutes and tell me. Anybody can answer. The first person to get it, just tell me.
Miss 2 to 45.
Count again. Very good try. Count again. Your long hand is on the 7, sweetie. Put your long hand on the 7. Count up your minutes from the 1 all around and stop at the 7 and tell me.
40, miss.
No, you're guessing. Anybody else tried? Anybody else tried?
35.
5 minutes.
35 minutes.
It is 1:35. So it is 1:35. All right. Now at 1:35, look and see how many minutes are there between the 7 and the 12. And tell me another way I can say that same 1:35. Look at how many minutes are left between the 7 and the 12. And count up those minutes that are left. Count up the minutes that are left for me quickly. Anybody got it? 25 minutes to 2. Excellent.
Yes,
Wow, we are on the ball this morning. We are on the ball this morning. Very good. Now look at the next time. The short hand is between the 11 and the 12. Put the short hand between the 11 and the 12.
Yes, miss.
And put your long hand on the 8 now. Put your long hand on the 8. Now count up the minutes from the 1 all the way around to where the long hand is on the
10,
8.
15, 20, 35, 30, 35, 40.
11:40. Very good. 11:40. Very good. But there's another way I can say that same time. So look and see how many minutes are there between the 8 and the 12 and count it up quickly.
Yes.
please.
25.
How many? Count it. 20 minutes to 12. Excellent. We are on the ball. Wow, these children are bright. They're smart. They're brilliant. Now the next activity. Put your short hand between the 6 and the 7. Put your short hand between the 6 and the 7 and put your long hand on the 10. Put the short hand between the 6 and the 7 and the long hand on the 10. Count up your minutes quickly and tell me what time that is now.
6:10.
No, count up your minutes from the one all the way around. Count it up.
15 minutes to 7.
6:50. It is 6:50. Very good. 6:50. How many minutes are left? How many minutes are left between the 10 and the 12 now? 10. So it's 10 minutes to 7. Excellent. All right. One last one now. Put the short hand between the 2 and the 3 and the long hand on the 9. Short hand between the 2 and the 3 and the long hand on the 9. And count up your minutes from the 1. 1. Oh my God, this girl is on the ball. All right. How many minutes are left between the 9 and the 12 now? How many?
2:45.
15 minutes to 3. Very good. Excellent. So we look at that time. Excellent. So what I want you to do for me, I want you to continue to practice this activity. So when I'm finished here, I'm going to send you some activity to do, and you're going to count up your minutes, and then you're going to write the time 2 ways. So just like how we got a while ago, 2:45, another way to say that is 15 minutes to 3. So you're going to count up your minutes, write the time you get, then you're going to write it in minutes too. So there are 2 ways to do it, and you're going to do that for me. Okay, boys and girls?
Yes, miss.
Very good.
Yes, miss.
So enjoy the rest of your day now. Our time is up. So you're going to enjoy the rest of your day. And I'm going to send this recording to you as well. So you can play back the video, watch me teaching you the activity, so you can remember how to count it up. And then you can move on to the activity that I'm going to send you, so you can do very well. So I'll tell you when will be our next lesson. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Thank you, and same to you.
You're welcome.